Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Last time, we managed to reach Drangleic Castle, pushing our way through into its depths, reaching the treasury, where we faced two of King Vendrick's elite knights. And we also received several great truths. The first of which is that every soldier we've faced up to this point has been a stone soldier given life through King Vendrick's power. In addition, we even had an audience with the Queen. A Queen whose very presence silences everything. And she bid us to go visit Vendrick, to find him, and obviously the implication to kill him. We managed to push through the castle and got around to the point where we can use the elevator. We can finally use this elevator, which leads us up and above. The ladder left us to this floor, but the elevator itself will bring us much higher, to the highest peak of the castle. Note that there are mirrors along the wall. Those are obviously not normal mirrors. And at the highest point of the castle, no key to the embedded is an inventory. So, there's a woman in a cage. She's secured and protected, but she's also imprisoned with something as a living lock. But there's also some chests here. The King to the King's Passage. Key to King's Passage in Drangleic Castle. King Vendrick tried all manner of things to purge the curse that threatened his kingdom, but when every last attempt failed, the king fled through the King's Passage. As you might expect, there are no mimics here, but it's old habit to do so. Another soul vessel and a fire seed. All good, rare items that Vendrick kept specifically here for those who would reach this height. And strong magic shield. All things to empower you, because what we're after. Now, again, I note that there are mirrors along these walls. We've not seen what these mirrors do, but I can tell you now that they're there for a very specific purpose. A lot of things people take coincidentally are actually on very purpose when you understand the fuller scope of what we're dealing with. And naturally, the key to the King's Passage. tough enemy ahead, huh? Remember, remember, everything in this game is a trap, done on purpose, alluring skulls. To honor a knight. We've seen the power before, the power of Vendrick, to turn statues into his endless army that is unable to betray him. Be thankful, though. Yeah. Be thankful. It's clear something. Alright. The Stone Parma. Yeah. Remember, each of these soldiers should activate. Any soldier that doesn't is simply due to the weakening of Vendrick's power, the fading of it. But it's clear these soldiers were broken specifically. Their heads didn't just fall off. Someone specifically smashed them. And smashed them, and smashed them, and smashed them, so that only a few remained on their way through. And here, yep, a boss is ahead of us. Oh, I figured I missed an item. Yep, there we go. Some more Twinkling Titanite, always welcome. Now, remember that this is the King's Passage. And Bernhardt finally makes an appearance to help out. And we even get help from Boyd. Let's see, anyone else? Turn this into a real brawl? Nope, looks like that's it. Okay. Yeah, we'll take both helping hands. Alright. Why not? It gives the boss more HP, but in this particular case, I think it'll be worth the help. Plus, it makes the fights go longer. And and some people hate a long boss fight, but there's more to be seen then. Ladies and gentlemen, the Looking Glass Knight. A creation of metal, a golem of metal, and a great shield. There. Alright. Note that he's very focused on us. He's almost pretty much ignoring the other two. This is because this knight is specifically doing so. He doesn't care about the other two. They won't end the fight. We will. This is a defender looking simply to end the fight as quickly as possible. And here we see a unique mechanic. The Looking Glass Knight gets help. Yeah. Now I can chop through him. But yeah, the Looking Glass Knight. Actually, he's a little hard to hit because you can never pierce his shield. You have to hit away from where his shield is. And that shield is pretty damn big, as you might have noticed. So you can get stuck just bouncing off his shield a lot, which gives him plenty of time and ability to hit you. And there we see his lightning attack, able to send it across the floor. Or straight at you. But this is one of Vendrick's final defenders. A knight. One of the greatest creations of Vendrick's hands, the Looking Glass Knight, which held defense against anything that may seek to follow him. The Looking Glass Knight's soul. Soul of the Looking Glass Knight, who challenges visitors to the Lordless Castle. Long ago, the King's Passage was a route taken by the bravest warriors to prove themselves, but now it only prevents one from pursuing the runaway king. Which is the question some people fail to ask themselves. The king left, ran, abandoned his people. Why did he do that, and who was he doing it out of fear? Out of frustration? Why did the king leave? And where did he go? By the way, the ring we just got, Spell Quartz Rings, increases your magic defense quite nicely. The spell, Soul Bolt, one of the sorceries devised by Strayed, the great mage of ancient Olaphis, fires a blinding, piercing bolt of light. Strayed started with an unwieldy spell that backfired on its caster, and in time perfected it. It is quite a powerful spell, but like with much with Strayed, look at the intelligence requirement of 45. Yep. Alright. So Vendrick himself took this path, leaving those stone soldiers who attacked us, the Looking Glass Knight. And where did he flee to? Where did he go when he abandoned his castle that he had built lovingly for the queen? He fled down here. This place kind of reminds you of the Great Hollow, I imagine. And you can light your torch here. Would not be the worst to do. The singing? quite beautiful. And it's something we haven't heard up till this point in the game. The Shrine of Amana. Alright. I'll tell you now, folks, that welcome to probably the most frustrating part of the game. This area is infamous for being up there with the DLCs, with being extraordinarily rough on you. Now, the game always gives you equipment to help with your problems. In this case, that spell quartz ring we just got, that's a hint. And note, it pretty much doubles my magic defense. Alright, let's head back. I have far too many souls to venture too much further. So first,
is that it? Here.
Let's do our levels. Before I put any more in strength, I think I actually want to get some more, equip load. Alright. From there, we did get some Twinkling Titanite. So, see if I can improve our armor a little bit more. Nope, I need another piece. Okay. And weapons, the axe we're maxed out on. We have enough Petrified Dragon Bone for the Great Scythe. For the Bone Scythe to get up. Sweet. So just need, 4 more pieces. And let's see. Well, we can put some work on the heavy crossbow. We'll probably be getting some decent use out of it. So, that'll be nice as well. You know what? Let's buy his repair powder just on principle.
I'll be around.
And I doubt she's got it. The daughter's got it anymore.
Well.
Oh no, she started to pick up some new stones. She currently has poison and bleed, and an unlimited supply of the basic and large titanite.
No inch.
Alright. She'll get more varieties of the titanite as we go on. Alright. Anything else we need to purchase? Not really. Try to make the most of your trips to Majula, because it's easy to get engrossed in the story and the world. Yeah, and for here, I think, just stocking up on these will be fine.
Thanks.
Alright. The next thing, smooth and silky stones. I got any? No, I have 3 petrified and 1 small. Okay. So let's go gamble a little with smooth and silky and see if we can't get something fun. Now, what makes things a little interesting is, remember that the Great Hollow connected the things betwixt this world of trees, stone pillars, and endless water, remember that the Great Hollow connected that to the rest of Lordran. The same is true here.
Give up your mood. Yes.
So, I believe you can also, if I'm not mistaken, leave small life gems. And what else am I thinking of? Oh, prism stones. There it is. If you leave a petrified something, which you can start the game with, you can get the Demon's Great Hammer. I've seen people reset runs until they get it off the start, just so they have it and just pump their strength. Titanite slabs for improving for the final leveling of weapons. Wow, we're getting real lucky. Life gem didn't become anything. Oh no, they did. Okay, so a bunch of them just became life gems. Okay. But yeah, the Demon's Great Hammer. Requires 50 strength, but has B scaling for your... Yeah. It is heavier, but has more inherent attack power. Yeah. Like, our axe is 310. Great hammer made of unknown materials, perhaps it's bone or even wood. The origins of its name are unclear. Its tremendous weight suggests that it was never intended for humans. Perhaps it was an offering to the demons that appear in legend. Naturally, we know that it is in fact a demon's hammer. We dealt with them in Dark Souls 1, but it is still... Yep. And it is definitely one of those weapons where if you're strong enough to wield it, it is devastating. I mean, we could wield it two-handed, and when doing so, our attack power is 405. How close are we? 71.1. So if I just took the cuffs off, yeah, we can get back to the fast roll. Okay. Anyway. Now that we're in a good position, let's go... Alright, the Shrine of Amara. This is one of those areas that can really test your patience. And unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. This is one of those you're just gonna have to push through kind of areas. Note, we missed 2 parts of Drang Lake. We'll be coming back for those later. Also note, there are 4 Shrine of Amara bonfires, and more beyond. Oh, we are so far from... We're entering the late game. Drang Lake Castle pretty much is the start of the late game. But the late game is a uphill battle, and one that will truly test you. And then, if you truly want to know everything, you'll have to face something even worse in the DLCs. Now, these music. Just let the atmosphere soak in for a moment. From the stormy peaks of Drang Lake, Vendrick fled down here. Note the fireflies down there. Note that there are guards, but they're clothed very differently. There's a hut, simple though it is. It protects one from the elements. Note that this area is very laden with water that you'll just fall to your death in. It's easy to do. You actually have more room than you believe you will, but just in general, just to be aware. And there's a door. There's a guard. One of these knights, dressed in armor and a robe. Hello? Oh, nope. And they have no interest in being peaceable with you. So just as ever, no. This is not a place where you are welcome. Basilisk. Well, not much you can do about it. Ah, and that's why. There's a chest here. Alright, well it ain't a mimic. Yeah, just a wilted dusk herb and skeptic spice. Nothing serious. And you won't be able to actually reach this. But you can break the branch to lower the corpse to where you will be able to get to it later. For now, descend. Notice there's a lot of bloodstains. Yeah, this place is not kind. The fireflies direct your attention towards what potential threats there are. And if left undisturbed, nothing will change here. This place is all about the status quo, holding things at bay. But your presence will inevitably disturb things. Note these enemies aren't attacking you, unless you go out of your way to attack them. Or you try to disturb this place. And the singing continues. Oh. Nope. Alright. And once you've disturbed it, the defenses activate. Yep, bleeding stones. We got too close. The songstress ceased her song. Yep. No, these creatures here do in fact somewhat resemble the green ones that we saw back in the Pirate Cove. The longer extended arms, claw-like fingers. They're not the same, but they're not wholly different either. Also, note the song starts back up if we're not nearby. This is a purposeful defense mechanism. If you truly seek to leave this place in peace, it will leave you in peace. Alright. And that item we dropped, just keep an eye on the floor and you'll be able to see where the edges are, where you'll drop off and die. And the item we did drop, more Twinkling Titanite and the Flame Butterfly. Excellent. Like I said, you have more room than you'd think you do. But just be aware that being certain depths of water will slow you down. Also note, even if you have... Yeah. That so long as the songstress continues and you don't disturb her, the moment you attack, naturally, the effect of the spell dissipates, but these creatures are mostly just here to defend themselves. But human effigy, again, unless you actively attack them, and so long as you don't bother them, things remain as they are. Though this game is a little tricky with which souls will activate where. For example, like I've said before, it's always a trap. Also, it's always a trap. Oh. The songstress is the same kind of person we saw trapped in the top of Drang Lake Castle. Hello?
We knew you were coming.
We?
And stopped singing. We are Milfanito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here forever, as we always have, from long, long ago. We know nothing of the world outside, and why should we? For we will never leave. Do you seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing of the... for we will never leave. When we sing, the little ones dance. The little ones grant comfort to those who bear death and dark. This is what we were taught. Is there anything, perhaps this will help? This is all that... When we sing, this...
They are Melfinito. They are the singers. And there's their song that keeps the peace of this place. Well, they stopped singing when we came. Well, then it's best to leave them be. But you'll note, she stopped singing. And so, she brings... So, the peace of this place is disturbed. There. And now that we're far enough away, she goes back to her duties. Note, this helps you highlight where the enemies are. But note which enemies are being affected by the flow and which aren't. These knights could care less about the singing. They aren't settled by it, meaning they don't possess death and darkness. After all, these aren't living beings. These are statues. Statue soldiers animated by the power of Vendrick. They aren't living beings, so they don't possess the death and the dark that we do. The dark soul, if one would be so inclined to call it. Yep. And very few have made it this far. Slumbering Dragon Shield. The remains of all those who made it this far only to fall. The remnants of Vendrick's loyal knights as he fled this way, pushing through all these creatures when they were still active. The presence of the Melfinito is obviously no chance thing. They were placed here specifically. And a treasure chest. Yep. Is it worth it, though? Well, only one way to find out. By the way, you're closer to the ledge than you realize. Be aware of that. There we go. Nope. Ain't a mimic. A dragon charm. A blessed item that cures poison and heals you. Wow. Beautiful, isn't it? All those butterflies. Yeah. And look at this. One of those bugs. Alright. And there's plenty of these things. Again, they're being held by the Melfinito's song. And there's an item through there. So, take it slowly. Melfinito is doing the heavy lifting here, preventing them from swarming you. So, kill only what you need, and even then, And it's not a mimic. Alright. The Malfinito gave us a smooth and silky stone. The truth is, I believe that they're the source of these stones. A perfectly smooth and silky stone used to restore HP. The shine of this stone is no ordinary polish and can only be achieved over a long period. Some in this land are in search of such mystical stones. Because they heal, and they're made slowly, after all, the Milfinito have nothing but time to polish those stones. Alright, folks. Welcome to the actual hard part of this area. That introduced you to the mechanics and the enemies. Part of the problem with this area is these pricks. And it's the reason I put the spell quartz stone on. These casters have an extremely high vision range. And there are a lot of them out here. And they cover each other pretty handedly. Yep. Alright. Yeah, and this place... And here's your bonfire. Alright. And yeah. Welcome to the hard part of the game, folks. Those parts where you just have to try and push through and learn. So. Bear in mind, these casters are pretty weak in melee, so you have some defense against them. And they do drop Twinkling Titanite. And again, I will tell you, take a look at the enemies left in the wake. More of King Vendrick's vaunted soldiers, the great knights, that we haven't seen since Hade's Tower of Flame. These ones are heavier and stronger. And it's not just because they're in a different area and the game would dictate. Do you think this game would honestly care if the enemies were a little weaker, if it made sense? Yep. Again, these bandits. Note that each of these claw creatures are wearing a bandit mask. After all, this would be a fantastic hideout for a bunch of thieves. No one would really come here. And again, the arm structure is the same as those green ones we saw back in the pirate port. And yeah, this is where you start getting this problem, where there are just a little too much fire support there. So, one way to handle this, alright, is to pull out your crossbow, or bow, or what have you. Because, fun fact, yeah, you shoot faster than they can cast, while still remaining mobile. And you only have to hit 3 times, typically. Alright. And now with just one, I can dodge more cleanly. But the other thing I was looking for is the other idiot over there. This might be a good chance to do the alluring skull. Use your tools, folks. They give you plenty of them. Nope. Okay, it doesn't. Huh, they don't work on... I thought they used to work on the alluring skull used to work on them. Oh well. Yep. And yeah, easy way is to then heal up. Pop one of the big ones. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Again, note that even these casters are not living beings. Alright. Oh, heard another one. Yep. Yep. This is a rough area with this. And if you're not calm, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. Twinkling Titanite and a fire seed. No, all sorts of goodies. But you need to clear out the enemies first. Trying to pick up an item is just going to get you in trouble. Spare change, please stop mashing on your keyboard. Alright. Now, we've managed to make it this far. Note that there's one of King Vendrick's knights. Just standing out here, guarding something. Now, you might realize this, but that's a narrow bridge. It's simply been long enough since it was built that the water now overtops it. So at this point, what we need to do, if you want to fight him, this is basically a recreation of the fight back in the Hyde's Tower of Flame. He's going to be looking to push you off. So, your best bet is actually to pull him back this way. Yep. Yeah. Get my stamina up. And then if you want to fight him, come this way. Nope, he's still a dragon rider, so he has still got a lot of HP. None of these guys are any slouch. These were Vendrick's elite knights for a reason, after all. Alright. Alright. Oh, got me good on that one. Heal up. Alright. Oh, caught me glanced. I couldn't get my shield up in time. Just be careful. Again, there are drop-offs to the water. Yep. And just watch yourself. This guy is more about, rather than raw damage, this guy's more about trying to push you off and make you fall into the water. Alright. Got him. Almost there. Got him to flinch. Oh. Yep. Got him. Note, this Dragon Rider Knight just died normally. He's not a mini-boss, and he's not a boss. He's one of the regular enemies of this area. And that's where you'll see a lot of the bloodstains here are caused by someone being stupid and fighting him on that narrow platform. And what was he guarding? A pair of doors. It's locked and we don't have the key. So we'll have to come back later. But it's clear there's something valuable there. You wouldn't put one of Vendrick's own tried and tested soldiers guarding nothing. Now, this is one of the spots that's kinda rough. Alright. Because trying to trigger before we head forward too much further, there's going to be, this one shooting at us. And going for it will typically trigger the ogre over there. As well as others, so. Okay, not this time. Okay. Yep. A Staff of Amana. The casting implement of these sorceresses. Staff held by a priestess of Amana, a ritual staff that was not intended for use in battle, but nevertheless it functions as a catalyst for sorceries and hexes. The demon was contained within the shrine by sacred rituals, but over time the tradition was lost, and the demon set free. It gained knowledge, and learned to lure humans into its lair using song. So, this entire shrine was used to contain a demon that couldn't be defeated. Quite a dangerous gambit, one would think. Large soul of a proud knight. A note more smooth and silky stone. Because as you can see here, the Melfinito died. There's supposed to be one here to help us. She is no more. Whether she was killed, probably killed. By Lone Hunter Schmidt, perhaps? Well, he's offering his help, so we shouldn't push his hand away. And his assistance will come in handy here. After all, this is another one of these stretches where things get difficult. Yeah. Huh. Oh. It's just one of these transformed bandits. Well, that would probably be tied to the myth, to the curse Vendrick was fighting on his land for those people who were still living. They were transformed. Yep. Alright. Schmidt kind of just attacks whatever's closest. So, waiting for him to... Yep. Ow. There we go. Okay. Schmidt has better shots than I do, so... Plus, if I'm waiting for... If he snipes... Yeah, but he has a bad habit of drawing more attention than... Yep. Yep. Now we're caught in the crossfire. This is bad. Yep. Yeah, Schmidt tends to attract more unwanted attention than you really want. But it's still not the worst. But this is what frustrates a lot of people is everything comes back. And it is rough to deal with this much range damage. Especially as a melee player. And with this game's high focus on melee, well, it can just be kind of frustrating. Alright. And again, ooh, I forgot they got that quick jab now. There we go. Yep. Nice. But yeah, there are plenty of items, plenty of extras, and there's plenty more to see. So, piecing together the world and story. Let's assume that the curse is the cause of these monstrosities of living beings, cursed with death and dark, as Milfanito called them. Yep. Alright. Yep. Alright. Nice. If these are those people, then it's clear why Vendrick would be stressed trying to find a solution. I mean, having your people turn into these monsters, which, in all truth, I imagine even the trolls are just transformed humans. If I'm honest, but as I said, one of my beliefs is that this is a spiritual world, not a physical. Now, why does that become important? Well, for the first thing, the rules of this world, such as they are not as strict as a purely physical realm. It's why you can create a seemingly unlimited army of, I guess you would call them soldiers. An unlimited army of soldiers crafted from stone. And if you're not fighting, it becomes just a quiet pond. Alright. Ow. There we go. Drink up. By the by, there are several humps out there. Yeah. Alright. Let's put our cheaper healing in. Now, the reason I'm closing the door behind me is in case there's an enemy that pops up. That, and I have to use the bathroom. So we're going to take a minute. Give me just a sec, folks. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience, folks. Let's continue. Do I want to have Schmidt help me? Oh, might as well. Give him a second chance. Now, whether Schmidt actually killed the Melfinito, or the Melfinito simply died from time, I don't know. But, do I have any, actually, I was going to say, the other thing I forgot to do, small blue burrs. Increases your magic defense temporarily, but, oh, there we go. An old Radiant Life Gem. probably built up due to the kills that particular soldier got. Alright. Alright. See if I can get... Okay, no. I drew the knight in. Alright. Ah. Nope. Alright. Heal up. Nice. There we go. There we go. Okay, I should be able to get closer to it this time. Or at the very least, get to the point where I can... Oh, if he can sniper, perfect. Go ahead. Because she's covered by her two sisters in the back there. Okay, dodge this one. Crack the stone, and then I'll go in. Alright. Yeah, the range... Oh, okay. They can't see me yet. Perfect. Alright. There we go. Archdrake robes. Alright. Wow, really? Schmidt, really? Alright. There. That's one less problem. Oh, here comes another problem. Yeah. Alright. And back here, smashing through the branches. Naturally, of course, he's coming after me first. Yep. Here we go. While it falls down. There we go. Let Schmidt take some trouble for the moment. Yeah, these things are big. Imagine the problem of having your entire people grab... Oh, crap, I'm dead. Nope, no, 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 no. Yep. Spaced myself wrong. Did the wrong roll. Which is so easy to do with those things. And in this game, grabs are pretty much instant death. Pretty much. Though, make no mistake, adding the Spell Quartz Ring, and then if you can cast spells, Strong Magic Shield, which is one of the reasons they give you it right before this area, can definitely be worthwhile. And actually, let's see, what's got decent magic defense? Yeah, the cuffs are pretty light. Wonder Hood. Those are all kind of heavy. Yeah, it's a little lighter. I was gonna say. Yeah, the biggest problem is it's just heavy enough. So we'll get rid of that. Okay. I was gonna say, the only other thing is... I was gonna say, I don't think I have a better magic resist shield. I mean, that's 80%, but then I lose 60% of physical, so eh. Let's see. 85, but again, 60. Anything with better just drops my physical defense to nothing. Yeah. Though this does allow you to deflect spells by parrying. And we can show it off. This is the prime area to do so. Yep. So just to show this off, it's not easy. Ah. There it goes. But bear in mind, yeah, the parried shots do not automatically seek. And yeah. Time my roll. I thought I hit roll just a second earlier. Oh well, there go my souls. Alright. Just thinking. No, we're pretty good. Anyway, we'll put our back to the Drang Leg shield. Alright. But yeah. There's simply just no easy way to do the Shrine of Amana. You kinda just have to accept the challenge at the heads. Crimson Waters, for those who are looking to cast. Which is a unique mechanic for this game where spellcasting is so limited, but you do get various ways to get your casts back, more so. That being said, if I'm perfectly honest though, it still never feels like enough. And those are limited means of recovery. By that I mean, finding the unlimited source of them can be a pain. So, and it costs a lot of souls, and you have to play pretty competently to get your spells worth. So, it may not honestly always be worth it. Yep. Alright. Alright. There we go. So yeah, pretty good hiding spot to get close to these two. Twinkling Titanite. So yeah, but this is the prime area to get Twinkling Titanite. So you can get a... Yep. Yeah, this is one of the prime areas to get yourself some Twinkling Titanite. Yeah. So that you can upgrade various specialized weaponry. I remember spending a lot of time here myself, farming it, because I would wear the full Drang Leg set. Which is what? About 10-15 pieces per piece. So, yeah, you can go through a lot. Anyway, for now, we'll just keep going through here. Yep. Yeah, come over here to avoid that. And get shot in the back. Yeah, the Shrine of Amana is one of the roughest areas. And it only stays difficult pretty much the whole way through. Now, though it may bring more attention to you, it may also behoove you and make you feel better to carry a torch around this area. The reason being that it helps illuminate the floor beneath you, so it can make you feel a little more secure in knowing whether or not you're near the edge of a water to drop off. Oh, completely forgot about you, buddy. Sorry. Yep, and of course, yep. Oh, the gloves and the twinkling titanite, not bad. For those curious about the Archdrake set, robes of the Archdrake sect of Lindelt. Little is known about the Archdrake sect and its ancient rituals, and those who dare to indulge their curiosity have been known to simply vanish. The Archdrake sect are keepers of Lindelt's histories, including a record of its foundation, a tome they have good reason to keep hidden away. Note that these robes are pretty heavy for caster robes, and actually far more defensive. The fact of the matter is, the Lindelt sect has as far as being casters, have very good reason to be very protective of their secrets. And yeah, like I said, carrying a torch does illuminate the floor a bit, so it helps you feel a little more secure in where you want to go and don't want to go. Alright. Note that these guys carry human effigies, as if they were desperately trying to cling on to what humanity remained of them. And yes, rolling in the water puts your torch out. I know that seems like a kind of a no shit kind of thing, but you'd be surprised how many people don't realize that. But yeah. That's the reason you are looking to light a lot. This place is lit up a lot, is so you're able to see exactly where you may want to go. Yep. Alright. Yep. Yep. Okay. This can be kind of rough. Alright. Come on. Okay. Drag the knight out. Okay, can I get the back attack? Got him. Alright. So that's a good part of this idiocy wrapped up. Bear in mind, these priestesses do have a melee attack where they strike you with the staff. It's not much. It doesn't even hurt that much, but it's one of those things of, well, they aren't completely helpless, so you can't just stand next to them and recover your HP. Alright. Now this is where this sucks. 2-on-1. Okay. Can I get him? Okay. Now this has gotten a whole lot easier. Alright. Alright. Yep. That third hit comes out faster than you think it does. Old Radiant Life Gem. And the Archdrake Mace. Actually a surprisingly good weapon. A mace normally issued to clerics of the Archdrake sect of Lindelt. The land of Lindelt is governed by stringent laws, and those who dare defy them are punished without mercy. It is often the sinful who seek piety, spurned only by a selfish desire for salvation. Not the strongest weapon, but it swings pretty fast. So, and it is a good source of, well, blunt damage. But of course, now, before we go exploring further, now note, this one doesn't even have a staff. And she's just walking away from us. Well, if she's not going to attack, then we'll just push on. Specifically because I know what's here. And more of the bugs. Yep. And these ones don't breathe poison. That's a corrosive mist which damages your weapons. And a bonfire. If you're curious why I kept insisting on having the crossbow equipped, this would be why. That and the simple principle, having a ranged weapon is never a bad thing. Alright. And yeah, these bugs breathe this corrosive mist. It doesn't hurt so much as it just destroys your equipment. Note that that is a common sort of thing here that was common in the castle, where we saw that pond of corrosive acid. Welcome to the third part of the Shrine of Amana. Yep, and from the outset, you are going to be shot at, you are going to be attacked, you are going to be ambushed. You are going to die again and again and again. But for now, let's continue our explorations over here. Yes, as you might expect, she's actually just a healer, seeking to mend their wounds of the others, which is why I made sure to draw the enemies away. Because the enemies here are rough enough without them getting healed. And up here, more alluring skulls. They drew you in, didn't they? So they've done their job already. Alright. And finally, if I can stand over here. Okay, looks like I got his attention. Perfect. Without having to trigger the caster. Nice. Oh, their shield. Oh, I did pick up one earlier. The Slumbering Dragon Shield represents a slumbering dragon and is intended for use in covert rituals. The fools who awoke the slumbering dragon earned not only its ire, but also the destruction of an entire country. The survivors buried their wrongdoings in the past in a show of terrible conceit, attempting to make amends by carrying on the knowledge of the wasted land. Gives you additional stamina regen, like the Chloranthy Ring. But it also isn't that great overall. Obviously another shield that's fairly weak physically. What was it? Yeah, it's like 65 physical. Has an extreme amount of lightning and poison resist. We'll get into why later. Alright. Nope. Alright. Yep. Generally speaking, your best bet really is to just stay at range with these guys. I mean, it's the safest thing, and if he's not going to get closer, that's why I keep the crossbow. Yep. I mean, nope. Hey, call it cheap if you want. It worked. The soul of a brave warrior. So which do you think it is, folks? Did he eat the soul? The brave warrior? Or was he a brave warrior before he became a troll? Which do you think it is? There's no wrong answer. It's just an interesting query to think about. Does the monster you become dictated perhaps by how great you were in life? And the singer's dress. Just dress worn by a far-gone muse, offers almost no physical defense, but is blessed with high resistance to magic. These enchanting singers were given the song by the great dead one, and have little concept of self. They live only to sing, and will continue singing until they can do no longer. So, this is actually a reference, of course, to Nito, very likely, Lord of the Dead, who taught them a song to bring peace to the dead. Or at least, that's the common interpretation. Ages have come and gone, kingdoms risen and fallen. Who knows if the great dead one we knew is the one that they know? Ah, and an item over there. But, as you can see, there's an edge. So, as ever, if you think you want to be sure whether you can get somewhere, grab a torch. There's plenty of places to light it. And you don't respawn enemies just by lighting your torch. And you never know what you might find. But in this case, it's a narrow ledge. But this is all we can reach here. The soul of a hero and a divine blessing. Alright. And as I warned you, you'll be under attack this entire time. But there's a Melfinito nearby. She's keeping the dead in peace. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now, pretty frequently, most people will just use a bow to, make this place a little easier. Because bear in mind, another way to do this is follow the edge. But In doing so, yeah, they'll keep you pinned. But, yeah, there is also another enemies along the edge. But remember, the Melfinito singing will keep them at bay. Yeah. Alright. And we're far enough away. And there's the hut in the distance that she's singing from. But this area is protected in very specific ways against very specific threats. Why employ only the Archdrake soldiers? What makes them so keen and keyed towards what threat may be coming here? Homing Crystal Soul Mass. Basically just a stronger version. And yeah, this is one way to get through this area, is to walk around. Don't engage the threat until you can on your own terms. Alright. Of course, it's not going to be that simple. Ow. Caster. Yep. Nice. Yep. Pissed off the guy. Alright. Heal up. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah, got me a good on that one. Okay. Curse shot. Alright. Alright, took it on the shield. Oh, and death. And of course. Yeah, the Shrine of Amana sucks. It's just a rough area. But it's not the worst. You'll get through it eventually. It's just a matter of persistence. But yeah. Little by little. Yep. There we go. Almost there. Another life gem, always welcome. As I say, for a bow, if we wanted to use that... Oop. Let's see. The black bow, I do have enough dexterity to use, so... And we have some iron arrows and some, I guess, poison. Because arrows, you can free aim, meaning you don't have to worry as much though between, and you do fire shots faster than they cast. Barely. Meaning you can get ahead. And again, there's a ledge here, and you could see from the other side there was an item. Just some more souls. Alright. And if you aim your shots properly, that's why I went for the black bow here, because it does have the greatest range. Meaning, I don't have to engage with them beyond, sweet, the basic. And still managed to get myself hit. Of course I did. Alright. Oh well. Yep. There we go. So there's that taken care of. Then from there, probably want to take out the healer. Nope, but by hitting her, you've activated these two. Alright. And no, they don't want to leave. Oh, I'm out of iron arrows, so. If I can keep her. Yep. There we go. Got her poisoned. Yeah. Yep. But by the secondary effect of what I'm doing is moving her. So she'll be more focused on, so that I can draw these two out without her. Okay. So then let's see if I should be able to now get... Because, yeah, they're just going to stand there and take. But they are taking poison buildup. Nope, didn't get through. I'll try lacerating and the dark arrows, why not? Let's see. I've never actually tried too many status effects with these guys. I usually just beat them over the head. But yeah. Yeah, no. And dark arrows ain't doing much. Dark arrows don't have a status build up, they just do dark damage on top of the regular physical, and yeah, these guys are obviously anti-dark as all get out. So that isn't helping much. Well, didn't mean to unequip the blade. Okay. But I should be able to trigger these two now. Without their healer. And now with her out of the picture, these two aren't much of a threat. More skeptic spice. More petrified dragon bones. Love to see it. Alright. we're not bothering the Milfinitos. Red Iron Twin Blade. And having pushed her all the way over there, I'm going to ignore her. She's not that big of a threat. Alright, let's get invaded again. Got my souls back. There he is. Peculiar Kindler. Yeah. Now that my axe ain't breaking, guess what I can do? Nope. 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 Peculiar Kindler. A human effigy. Nice. There we go. Alright. The Milfinito stopped singing. Okay. She detected. I was wondering if she detected us yet. Alright. Alright. Well, I guess we should pay our respects. Huh? This one looks different. Huh? She's gone. But the song remains. The Milfinito. Singers who keep the peace. Alright. We've actually reached the boss fight of this area. It's the reason this is so rough. Alright. I forget if there's anyone... who helps you with this. I don't believe so. I believe this is a fight you take all on your own. Because, well, as you were told, few make it this far. Even fewer who made it this far would be willing to help another. Alright. Nothing for it, folks. Let's head to the source of the song, where this beautiful music is coming from. Before you go in, I'm just trying to think of any other preparations. And we'll toss a repair powder just so I don't have to worry about my durability. Alright. And I'll even throw the older stones on if I need them. Alright. This is the source of the music, folks. We were told about it. A demon. That learned the music. This is the demon of song. After all, This whole place is built to defend against a monster. Well, what's a greater defense than another monster? One that has been sealed here and uses song to entice those to come in. To entice and control. Ow. Yeah, those are pretty rough. So try to avoid that when possible. When the hood is down, you can't actually attack it, as you might expect. Your weapon just bounces off. Yep. And this is your best chance to attack, because it takes a while to recover from that. But note the music is gone now. The demon's not singing, it's looking to feast. And we are its prey. Ow. Yeah. It actually hurts pretty hard, so don't get overconfident. Like, this is an ancient demon. This is an ancient monster that has just been here. Nope. But, being ancient, it is also physically weakened. So, you get a chance to do some decent damage. Just be patient. This is the kind of demon that was more focused on tricking and trapping its opponents and catching them off guard, than directly forcing them to submit. It's the reason it poses as a frog, a seemingly innocuous and, easy animal that you can't possibly die to. It was a master trickster. It probably was innocuous. It looked the same as a frog for a long time. Alright. Alright. Okay, got it that time. There we go. The Demons of Song Soul. Soul of the Demon of Song at the Shrine of Amana. When this demon developed a taste for human flesh, it was contained within the Shrine of Amana, but the line of priestesses who look after the shrine and appease the creature have died off. So, that's the story of the Shrine of Amana. This is where Vendrick fled when he fled his castle. He came here, a place that was able to contain and control a demon, only to find it long since fallen apart. The priestesses no more, body and soul devoured to appease the hunger of that demon. But the demon continued to sing, to lure in others who thought they may find one of the Milfinito. The other item we get. We got a key to embedded, but it's not in our keys. That's because it's a weapon. Sword that opens the embedded's door. Shaped like a weapon, but it is in fact a key. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a rhapsodic end to his fate. The once human embedded, realizing that he could never resist the temptations of the flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has awaited the day that someone will find this key and bury it within his bosom. A bizarre tale of someone who truly wanted to bring an end to their story. And here we find the further path, finding the shrine of Amana as no solution. Vendrick continued on. And left another knight guarding a door. And yes, there are basilisks. Yeah. I hate that attack so much, and I'm so glad they don't have it for the rest of the series. Raw stone. Not a fan of, personally. Alright. I'm sorry, just... them having the ability to petrify you and the ability to jump on you. By the way, if you've been wondering why I've always held a fragrant branch of yore, this is one of those reasons. I always remember that this game loves to do this, where, hey, there's a bonfire if you could get this guy out of your way. Alright. By the way, another treasure chest. Not a mimic. Magic arrows. Yeah, not much. But considering that your other choice is a Knight of Cyan, it might be nice, especially right after the Demon of Song battle. It'll be nice to be able to just go home.
Is that a shard? Here to see, however.
So, put these souls to good use. Yeah, 25 vitality should be plenty. Alright, and get an extra chug. Alright. And let's see. And we'll see how much they cost. Let's reinforce. So let's see. The bone scythe doesn't have enough. I need 3 more petrified dragon bones. We'll get those eventually. But twinkling titanite, we got quite a bit. So the leggings, I have 8 actually. Nice. Alright. So yeah, we can get our leggings up.
I'll be.
So let's do... pop a couple of the smaller souls. Alright. That should be plenty. Yeah, that'll be plenty.
You would.
Yes, but I needed to make sure I have what I need, so then from there, our leggings get even stronger. Sweet. So that's our chest and legs. Would love to do the gauntlets, but... well, actually, we'll see how we handle now that we have...
I'll be.
Now that I improved our weight, so... Okay. So we're still at 65 with the axe. Nice. Nice. That worked out nicely. Okay. So now we've gone and pushed our way through the Shrine of Amana. Just checking the clock. Oh yeah, we got time. Alright, so where did we end up? So we got through the Tower of Prayer, through the crumbled ruins, found Roy's resting place, which is that third area. That is the end of Roy, the explorer. It's where he fell. He ventured as far as he could, but it was those bugs with the... It was the combination of the bugs with the equipment destruction, which is what he's survived on, remember. And then the rise of the dead. Well, let's see what's here. Try hollow. In short, be wary of fire. Oh, right. Try jumping, yeah. Locked. This is a unique door. As you might have taken it when somebody said try hollow. So long as you're in human form, that door won't open for you. So, God, I hate that attack. Over here. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, petrify me. Haven't shown it off. Yep. You're turned to stone. And now that we are no longer now that you're no longer human, you can enter. And are greeted by desperate, crawling corpses. The real fight begins. A callback we've not seen yet. Because those defending this place are quite adamant. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good area of effect spell. Oh, got me. Just a half second too late. None too bothered by it. It's one of those cases of just messing around and not taking it seriously. No, each time you lose some HP, though, you do degrade a little more. So, let's throw on the, where is it? There it is. The Ring of Binding, so I lose less HP. Yep. Alright. Now, let's make this actually hurt for him. Alright. Alright. Okay, back off. Because the pillars tend to hurt. Yeah, no. Lingering flame. Yep. Oh well. I mean, I've gotten around to the side of him, so technically I could just keep going, but... Yep. Alright. After all, I only need to hit him like one more time. Yep. Yeah. Yep, there we go. He's pretty nimble, actually. Well, he's a good pyromancer. And here we find a flame. And the Milfinito. Another one. The songstress who was over this area.
Who are you? And what do you want from us? Milfinito. That is what we are called. My name. Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world. We sing eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have been here forever. We know nothing of the outside world, and we do not need to. The little ones were born from the great dead one, and the great dead one taught us song. We have sung ever since. To comfort those bound by death and dark, this is what we were taught. You silenced that cursed singing. Please accept these as a thank you. Do you seek comfort? You poor thing, take this. This is all that we... The little ones, and we have... This is what...
So... Milfinitos, as you might expect, are not necessarily living beings. Much like the ghosts back in the Dragonlane Castle, and even yeah, they're very likely more stone statues, but of a different... Whoop. Yeah, this guy's kind of rough, because he's willing to just sit there in the back. Alright. Yep. Yeah. But yeah. The Milfinitos were purpose-built, probably from... Oh. Were purpose-built basically by Vendrick to maintain this area, to keep out some things from the dark. Now, I forget if the pyromancers are one-shots or if they keep coming back. Let's see. Why does it do that sometime, where it just... Oh well. Poison-rotted corpses, I'm pretty sure they just come back. Yeah, the pyromancers are just regular enemies. Okay. In which case... I need a faster weapon. That's just the simple truth of it. So we'll be going over to... Yeah, the Bone Reaper should be fine. Alright. Yep. Yep. Wow. He's just gonna throw down. Okay. Oh, he's just making a minefield. Cute. Oh, then I'm just gonna walk away, buddy. Yeah, you have time. Alright. Yep. Nope. Got him. Yeah. I just need a faster swing. Okay. Now note, you have a unique command here. You can pray. Before we do that, though, I want to finish up what's downstairs. Again, I personally believe the Milfinito are more of Vendrick's creations, more specifically made for a specific purpose. It's the reason they don't care about the outside world and spend all their time repeating themselves. That that's all that matters is their duty to sing. They're literally made to do just that. That's what my belief is, anyway. Alright. Ow. Actually caught me on that one. Alright. Alright. Yep, that's gonna suck. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Got him. Fire Seed. Which makes sense. Them being pyromancers. They'd be guarding. Okay. Well, from one to another. Okay. Okay. Scythe broke. Okay. Get to the axe. Alright. Alright. Yep, took it on the shield. Ow. Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh, I got him. Yep. There we go. Oi. That was rougher than it needed to be. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm gonna use up one of the flame butterflies. Okay, that's dead end. That's dead end. That's dead end. Ah, path. Ah, there's a chest here. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Wow. Okay, so after all this, I forget what this item is. I don't think it's anything spectacular. The katana. Okay. Yeah, that's why so many people come back here. Yeah, Manslayer the katana. A katana, terribly worn blade, appears useless, but is in fact coated with deadly poison. The sword has claimed countless victims, and the bloodstains upon the blade have turned poison. So for those who are really into katanas, there you go. They're not my blade, so... Alright, now... She mentioned if you're seeking the comfort of the dark. Alas, nothing happened. But what if we were human? Alas, nothing happened.
The little ones and the great, we have sung ever since. This is what the little one, this is...
So, but just note that this is all hidden behind a door that you can only access while you are currently undead. While you are only undead. So no living being would ever be able to pass through that door. Only those who are undead would. And the fact that we were ambushed by 3 beings who were clearly undead themselves raises a question of why. Why? Well, let's deal with this. Okay. Nope, get out of the mist. I've already shown off what petrification does. There we go. Alright. So now let's head towards the knight and what he's guarding. Alright. Oh. Alright, that works. A door covered in flowers. And it opened far easier than I kind of expected, didn't you think? And a classic Souls elevator. 3 large chains. And it brings us down. Where did Vendrick go after the King's Path? Where did Vendrick decide to go when he found the Shrine of Amana desecrated and dilapidated and just destroyed? Where do you turn when your hope is gone? What do? You head to the crypt to accept your fate. Dog! Do you have to do that every frigging time? Hello, unnamed mound and mass.
I believe we've been acquainted. Young hollow, conqueror of fear. What drives you so to overcome your supposed curse? Life is brilliant. beautiful. It enchants us to the point of obsession. Some are true to their purpose, though they are fulfilled, flesh and mind. One man lost his own body, but lingered on as a head. Others chase the charms of love, however elusive. What is it that drives you?
Why are we doing this? Why have we fought so hard for so long? What drives you?
Once the Lord of Light banished dark and all that stand from humanity. And men assumed a fleeting form. These are the roots of our world. Men are props in states of life, and no matter how tender, how explicit, a lie will remain a lie. Young Harlow, knowing this, do you still desire peace?
Do we desire peace? Do we desire the continuation? Do we desire everything to continue as is? Or do we seek something harder, more concrete? Do you still, a lie remains a lie, even if, do you desire peace? A lie remains a lie. What this being is telling us is that at the very beginning, mankind gained this form, this fleeting shape that we know as humanity, is just a container, a shape, for carrying something that isn't human. Would you continue the farce knowing that it's untrue? Do you still seek peace no matter the cost? I'll leave that other option in your mind. Subject 15, the character I based this character on. He didn't get the choice of peace. He doesn't believe in the peace. That's because the cruelty of fate never allowed him. So, no, he doesn't seek peace. But he doesn't seek war either. The universe declared war on him first. He's just returning the favor in kind.
Vendrick, the near true monarch, is here, and not far off. But what is a king? You, neither born with great myth nor grounded in my fates. What is it you seek? You cannot even say yourself. We shall meet again, young Harlow.
The undead crypt entrance. We were greeted by an auspicious being, one that seems to be questioning our purpose, our existence. And as they said, we were not granted any greatness by others. Everything we have, everything we came with nothing, and everything we have is the result of our own actions. Our pain is our own, our struggle is our own. We may share the path with others, but in the end of the day, our road continues on, and it remains our own. Alright, I'm gonna put the bracing knuckle ring back on, because we're gonna need the endurance of our equipment for this area. Oh yeah. Okay, as you can see, 2 knights blocking the path. They're as easy to do as ever. Yep. No, they are stubbornly refusing to allow you entrance. Because for them, again, these are stone soldier knights that cannot do anything but keep going. And another undead. This one with a torch, just wandering around. And say hello to the more common enemy now. These knights wielding 2 large shields. Note they have no face. Again, empty suits of armor. You'll see this plenty throughout our journeys. These animated suits. And they're just looking to crush you. They're not looking to do anything elegant in this fight. They're here to preserve this area. Imperious gloves. Gloves worn by once proud knights, relics of a party who long ago attempted to conquer the undead crypt. For this act of conceit, they shall never rest in peace, and instead serve as crypt guardians. And here, say hello to some of the most common residents, the crypt keepers. Ow. And yeah, they're casters who are more than content to just let you to throw spells at you. And as you can see, you can get some help here. Though note, these guys cast dark hexes alongside holy lightning. To them, there is no difference. Both are divine in their own way. Alright. And these were their worshippers. These haggard souls just waiting for death. The Lydia Black Hood. Hood worn by Lydia witches. Lydia apostles worship Galib, the god of disease. They once resided in the undead crypt besides Finito. The Lydia witches grew conceited and began to manipulate both the onset and curing of disease, making themselves effective gatekeepers of the crypt. And we're nowhere near a boss, but Devotee Scarlet is looking to help us. and prisoners brought down to help with the basic maintenance and labor, as well as act as worshippers. And now we enter.
Halt.
Oh,
Human, do not produce light.
okay.
Light, and all those who bear it, are unwelcome in this place.
Oh, there. Okay. Yeah. So don't pull out a torch. Show respect to these people. They're the keepers of this place.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt.
Hello.
Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here.
That's a hint. If you want to make your passage through the crypt easier, do not be afraid and keep to the dark.
I am a finito. We weave death and watch over the dead. This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor. Some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead.
True.
Did you come for him? The one called Vendrick?
We were bid to
You
come
will
see
find
him.
him deeper inside.
Well, thank you.
Many castle servants and the like have come to fetch their lord. But they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards. Perhaps he's not in the mood for company. In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark. How queer you humans. How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace.
We have many times
Tell me what
past
you
a
desire.
dalliance.
Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand.
In other words, he has a shop here. Have mercy. Ring of Thorns +1. Ring counterattacks when damage is taken. Ring granted protection by Kreml, god of struggle. The ring spikes drive into the wearer's skin so that each blow taken fuels spite towards the perpetrator. When the damage is taken, the ring retaliates and inflicts damage upon the enemy. Dark bolts and dark arrows. More human effigies. And here we have yet again Soul Appease, Soul Vortex, Soul Spear, and Warmth. Nothing too exceptional, but these are unlimited arrows and bolts you can use, as well as having Elizabeth Mushroom.
I am a finito. Some crude human.
And yeah, if you attack him or bring light, these guards will attack you. But if you keep them, if you keep their rule, they'll let you pass unhindered. Note, though, that not all light is spurned here. And yeah, tough enemy ahead. basically, by and large, your goal in this area is to activate that switch over there. That is what all your suffering in the next bit will be. By the way, you can't see it from over there, but you can enter here. And remember, of course, you can't see easily in this place. Remember, this is a place of reverence where the dead are laid to rest. Now, you won't be able to do without desecrating some graves, but the less you desecrate, the easier your journey. And note, not everything will be your own doing. The bell has been rung, and when it rang, you'll notice there was these enemies. Alright. Yep. These guys are actually fairly typical casters. Okay. Oh, got me. That's fine, though. Basically, every time you ring a bell, these guys will be summoned from those big statues. No, we didn't. Even if we didn't ring the bell, it doesn't matter too much. So long as the bell is rung. Now this area is actually fairly rough. Nice. And again, Vendrick's soldiers are down here because the king doesn't want to be disturbed. And no, if you come back here, yeah. Yep. Yep. Ow. There we go. And yeah. Just the same as before. Yep. Alright. I've never really gotten that guy to survive very long. So, at the very least, let's throw our crossbow on. Because one way to make this all easier. Yep. Yep. Because their homing shots actually aren't that great. Yep. As you can see, you can also dodge it pretty easily. There we go. Yep. And once you start getting rid of them. Alright. Alright. Ah, the good version of that spell. Because God, it sucks in Elden Ring. It's called Crystal Burst in Elden Ring, and it basically just throws a lot of damage into the floor. At least this version, that version moves over the opponent's head and then drops it. Which is all it would take, but... Alright. And again, Just don't bring a torch.
Light.
Yep. Just don't bring a torch through here and you'll be fine. He won't care, however, if you do something like, oh, I don't know, using a butterfly here. And there we go. So now you can light your torch. Oop. I had to show it off, yeah. Yep. They aren't kidding about that whole thing about don't produce light. Yep. You're only going to make this harder on yourself if you do. They warned you. And the lightning version of that. Yep. Yeah. Do not use light here. They warned you. And if you didn't listen, well, that's on you. Note, you can break the rocks safely. You won't generate things. But, Bones, what you want to do is lead skeletons to corners away from the zombie and skeleton. The zombies, I believe, rise infinitely. Or at least in numbers that it'll feel close enough to infinite. Yeah. Basically, you're just looking... Alright, there we go. There's our bonfire for the undead crypt. Now, note, the thing that spawned the ghost soldiers, it's now gone, and it isn't regenerating. Basically, your whole goal in this area is to get to that other side, and just making your life easier will be breaking these statues of the knights. Yep. Yeah, if you break them, when you start hitting them, they'll produce at least one. But once you do break it, it's permanent, if I'm not mistaken. So, alright. Alright. There we go. Because without those statues, there's nothing to produce the ghosts, and you no longer need to fear the bells. Alright. Well, time to test how many got. Alright. Well, I'm not seeing any ghosts, so I think we made it. And yeah, in the dark, you can even see the ghosts. They usually have a hand or something sticking out of the wall. Human effigies, yeah. So it is not a horrible thing to follow the advice given to you. Stick in the dark. If nothing else, it makes the items stand out even more. Alright. And bear in mind, as you continue through, there are going to be plenty of enemies. And again, They're trying to trick you into hitting that... Got it. Hitting those bells. Alright. Oh. Soul of the Lost Undead. Let's see. Yeah, there is another statue over there. So just one. Yep, he hit the bell. There we go. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, these guys mostly are just straight. Alright. Ow. Heal up. Oh, poison mist. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Got the witch. Okay. Nice. Ah, the bracing knuckle ring +2. There it is. Yep. Just take off the crossbow for now. Alright. So now our weapons will last even longer. There it is. Nameless Usurper. There they come. Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a bit. Still hoping to take over the king's slot, huh? Well, unfortunately, that didn't work out for you. If I had to guess with Nameless Usurper, I would think that they're a servant of the Queen. If not the Queen herself, attempting to... Yep. Basically attempting to steal their way. No, it can't be the Queen herself. We'll talk about that when we get there. But you can see there's two of those knights on the end. Yep. There's the soul of some soldiers and very walls themselves. Alright. Now with these two, what do I have? Actually, holy water probably would work pretty well here. Lightning damage, and hell, those black fire bombs. Let's start with holy water. Come on. Nope. Alright, that didn't work. Lightning. I think that worked a little better. Though I'd argue with the Alright. I'd argue with the game about holy water not working on these idiots, but hey, I don't get to choose, so. Alright, one down. Yep. If I remember right... Oh. Oh! I got caught. Oh, I forgot there's two guys in here. My bad. Alright. On the upside, we can just go straight back where we were headed. because we've already broken the statues that produce those ghost attackers. So, all we need to do is make our way through. Went and got myself killed stupidly. Yep, here they come. Well, might as well use the holy water to... There we go. And I believe it hits... Nope, it is just the zombies. Go figure. How about the wall ghosts? Nope. Man, holy water sucks. It is just the undead. It is just the zombies. Oh well. Oh. Hidden zombie. It's just for a smooth and silky stone. Those guys never hold any real key items, so never feel bad about getting, like, the free kill on them. Oh. Thought I had the positioning. Because there is a sweet spot on your weapons that you do more damage with. It's just getting the spacing right and learning it. Alright. Now with these two... Alright. Yeah. Note that the second you go for the shield break attack, they both wake up and go, oh no, we know what you're doing. Yeah. Yep. The funny part is just how competent these guys are. Oof. Yeah, getting crunched like that between the shields probably sucks. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now. The mother of all traps. And where you're probably going to die quite a few times. As you might expect, this whole area is basically built to kill you. Because the second you drop down... I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Because there's no easy way to deal with this. Say, I think... Because you can still go back and get what's-her-name from the beginning. Scarlet. And Scarlet can be useful. Especially now that we can drop down here, yeah. Alright, let's go grab Scarlet, because this is going to go bad without her. Alright. And yeah. Alright. So let's go get Scarlet.
Human.
Yeah, no. I don't have a torch and I ain't gonna breathe. I will always love that these are all so focused on the entrance to the crypt, they never pay attention to you. Until it's too late. Alright, prisoners. Yep. After all, it's not their fault. I mean, there's only one way to get into this place. So it's not really surprising that they only focus their attention on one place. Alright. Thank you, Devotee Scarlet. And yeah. And you can drop down there if you want. And we'll do that later. For now, though, I want to try and engage with this one trap that's going to make a lot of trouble for us. Alright. Prisoner's Hood. Come here, Scarlet. Yeah. Alright. Because going down this hallway, and once you drop, you're going to want some backup. Because as you might imagine, as I keep warning you all, this entire game is a trap. And this particular trap is one where backup and a second set of eyes will help. First, note there are several of these statues in the beginning. Break these as much as you can. There's a ton of them around the room. Just focus on breaking them. Just focus on breaking them. If you can get away... There we go. Because that ringing is not coming... There is an enemy that is doing the ringing, but if I'm honest, good luck reaching him in time. Yeah. Good luck reaching him in time to be able to stop him from ringing. There are multiple paths out of this room. Oh. Oh wow, I got the shortcut right on the first one. Okay. Because this was our long-term goal. A shortcut. That brings us to the second half of this place, so that's at least something. Mace of the Insolent. We'll get more into that in a bit. Alright. Sounds like it's coming from here, maybe? Nope. Oh, wow. One-shotted, damn it. Yeah, these ghosts are rough. And if you pick the wrong way, it's not a death sentence immediately, but you're in some trouble. On the upside, we did just get the shortcut out of here. So, nothing too horrible. Alright. And remember, I broke all the statues, so there won't be as many ghosts. Oh, I think that's the one. I think he's the one. Yep. He's the asshole who spawns all of them. And I could never remember which direction to face. So... yeah. Bait the ghost out. Yep. Got him. Got my souls back. Now just start breaking this thing. And there we go. Fate Stone. Alright. Oh. Yeah, these guys are basically here just to keep hitting the bells. Luckily, we broke, that's why you break all these. Proud Knight and a Dragon Charm. But that's why you focus on breaking all those. So now, this area is nowhere near as frustrating as it could be. Alright. Now, the Mace of the Insolent. Where is it? Ah, there it is. The Mace of formerly high-ranking clerics. It is combined with a sacred chime and can cast miracles and hexes with strong attack. The clerics held venerated positions once, but now their souls wander aimlessly in the depths of murky darkness. So, they were considered and respected until they weren't. The question is, what did someone discover, and why? Light our torch. And to find our way down there, I believe you can just drop. I say, you might be better dropping here, though. Alright. Soul of a Great Hero, Simpleton Spice. And the ladder. I don't believe you can actually touch that hanging lantern down there. Ow. Yeah. Kind of a dickish enemy. Not much you can do about him either. And it really sucks if he manages to knock you off. Crushed Eye Orb and Fire Seed. There it is. Crushed Eye Orb with an unfocused gaze. The crushed eye writhes unsteadily in search of dishonorable miscreants. Where are the fiends? Where are they? It's seeking those who have been cruel and seeks to punish them. Alright. But we've made it this far. And we've made it to the second half. Still, we have 46,000 souls, so I think we're going to take a minute and head back to Majula. Let's see, how are we looking? It's 19, so I should have enough for 2 levels.
Bearer.
Alright. Note that she now says something different.
Bearer of the curse. I will always be at your side until hope has fully withered. Over the hill and past the forest is where a man could whatever came.
So, we've learned quite a bit today. Vendrick ran. He went to the shrine of Amana only to find it dilapidated, and kept going. Accepting his fate, he retreated into the crypt, leaving behind his most fervent knights, telling them none shall enter to disturb him again. But the question still remains. Why? The question remains for us. Why are we doing this? Why? And while that's going to torment us, we push on. After all, it is only by acting one can gain definition. And though don't be afraid to take some time and watch the waves. And I think we'll do that. Take a rest, and I'll see you next time on this or maybe something else. I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One. If you want me to get a greater variety of games, feel free to donate in the description down below. Otherwise, I'll just see you next time on this or maybe something else. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.